right, a very good morning and welcome to the program. The voice is coming to you live from Politics and Business TV, right here in the nation's capital, Abuja. My name is Medina Azaki. What a morning with the rains, Thank God for the rains. We've been calling for the rains and they are here. And this is a strategic rainfall. It fell in the night. Stopped in the early hours of the morning. Anyway, in some places, right? not everywhere. It's still drizzling around here.
My one started about 5 this morning.
5 this morning?
Yes.
Okay. I think
about started towards evening.
Yesterday.
7.
Yesterday. Until this morning.
Until this morning.
Wow. Wow.
We're all in the rains. I mean,
maybe the reason why is because we have a lot of farmers in your place, so the rain.
Yes, of course. It's in natural.
We don't do that.
We're all farmers.
We need the rain.
You have a garden, I have a garden, so stop saying you're not a farmer. You're not a farmer. You told me here you have a garden.
Go now.
You not be farm.
It's still part of what
it's just.
So why you are doing your hand like this as if you are not touching the soil? You the farmer.
The farmer. Better farmer.
Better farmer. Good morning, everybody. It's good to have all of you here.
Good morning, viewers.
Good morning.
Yeah, this lovely morning.
All right. So we will start on this political drama series. That's what it is. Today, 2 series are unfolding. One is jumping from another party. The other one is being accused of, having a secret meeting while in detention. Now, this person is not new. That is the man El-Rufai himself, who has been detained more than 100 days now. I don't have the specific number, but has been detained for over 100 days. Now, it's
close
been...
to 200.
Yes. Now, the allegation is that while he went to see his doctor, his physician, it was reported that he had a meeting with his, the candidate of the ADC in Kaduna State. But before we go to the details of what really happened, is it not expected? Is it new? Politicians will always have a way of having their political meeting. Can that be stopped?
Well, he's in detention, but was his mouth detained?
Are you asking me?
No, because the detention doesn't mean you are...
Are you asking me if his mouth is detained? No. How am I supposed to know that his mouth is detained?
If he's in detention, and of course, he's given the opportunity to visit anybody or anybody coming to visit him. He was not asked not to talk at all. That will be extreme measures of, infringing on his fundamental human rights. So I don't see why this should become any issue at all. Because you come to visit me in detention, I shouldn't talk. Of course I should talk. If you don't
know, the report is that El-Rufai was granted permission to see his doctor.
Yes.
So it was while he went to see his doctor that he had this meeting.
So the person came over there?
Yes, the person came to the hospital where he went to. I think the doctor has also been detained.
Okay.
Yes,
for allowing a visitor to come in?
Yes, to see him. So the allegation is that he used the opportunity of seeing his doctor to have political meeting.
Well, maybe probably the terms and conditions surrounding the permission to see his doctor does not allow include visitors. And if that is the case, then he has actually breached that some form of protocol. And of course, that is why, because his matter is of high interest. Of course, the state is its national matter, is state matter. And of course, El-Rufai, if that happened, for me, I think he has actually. However, let's say this is in politics, and the courts are there, the lawyers are there to interpret the actions and the actions. If we need to find out the details of the content of
the discussion, because they said there's an audio.
Not even the discussion, the guidelines surrounding the permission to see his doctor. The condition given. Does it include not seeing anybody? If it is there, then of course he has.
Or even seeing somebody, but not allowing him to talk.
No, they can't say allowed to talk.
You talked about extreme measures.
Yes.
Now, the fact that I'm seeing my doctor, can't my friends or my family visit me? Just because somebody is a candidate of a political party, does that mean our discussion will center around politics? We have friends who are candidates of political power who are aspiring for election. So does that mean that every discussion we have with them has to do with their politics? I don't think that's
in the first place.
That's right. In
the first place, he also understands that why he's there is political.
His arrest is political.
You sure? Of course, it's political. It is political, even though there are, even though is he the first person to have committed such a crime? I don't know people that have done worse things that are walking freely. I'm only asking, but you see, you should understand that bails have been given, bails have been also not granted, and stringent conditions given. We are not new in this system. As journalists, we know the handwriting, we see the body language of politicians. It is what is happening to El-Rufai. He's not the first person.
And it will not be the last.
It will not be the last. It's a regular pattern in our political life in Nigeria. So let's not shy away from the truth that we don't know that whatever surrounding his arrest.
But this is the first time that a top politician is being detained for this long. The political fights that we used to know, you have been detained, and then you are given bail, and then your court case continues until you are finally
because there's a little mixture.
That's what I'm saying. But this is the first time that we are seeing somebody behind bars.
He gave room for it
for a long time.
There are mixtures of blend of criminality too. The tapping of the.
So they also tapped his own voice, his own audio, his own voice too was also tapped. The conversation was also tapped. Now let me tell you what the man that went to visit him is saying. That is the ADC candidate of Kaduna State. That's the Mohammed Ashiru. He said, today I met with my brother, Malam Nasir Ahmed El-Rufai. Our conversation has only deepened our resolve, he wrote. According to Ashiru, the ADC is fully prepared, to unseat the APC-led administration in Kaduna State, which he accused of failing to meet the expectations of residents. He said the party was committed to ending hardship and restoring development and delivering what he described as justice and dignity to the people of the state ahead of the 2027 elections. Yoruba Palace, they will say this is Akoba. Akoba, who went to release his discussion with his guest. He had a meeting. So from this, it is confirmed now that there was a political meeting, and it's all centered around unseating the APC as far as Kaduna State is concerned.
Now you can see the link.
So you can now see the link.
You can now see that now this is the whole idea of even keeping him away. We understand the influence and the powers of.
Okay, we'll come to the influence and the power of El-Rufai, but let me go to Madam Felicia. I had a meeting with you. Is it that politicians are very careless? You know that this man has a problem, or he's in a problem already, but it's also not his fault because somebody also maybe fixed a device somewhere and he could tap the discussion because this audio was leaked. So it means he was also tapped.
In the first place, I want to even say that for El-Rufai to be given permission to go and see his doctor, that alone for me would have been enough, not to even listen to anything that has to do with politics, because it was a sensitive visit that he knew someone with the modern technology. I mean, the modern.
Go ahead.
The different devices we have. He should have known that, of course, someone like the chairman of the ADC Kaduna State going to visit him.
He's not the chairman, he's the candidate.
The candidates. Thank you for that correction. The candidates. NDC candidate.
ADC.
Kaduna State going to visit him. Of course, he should have known that anybody could use any of those devices to record whatever conversation he was having with the person. And that would implicate him the more. For the fact that he was given that permission, I feel he should have just maintained what he was in Kaduna for, to see his doctor, and not entertaining any conversation with anyone around him. So because why am I saying that is because I mentioned it that it was a very sensitive visit that was paid to him. So he should have been aware that anything could happen to him because of course he's still on the
I think they said payback. I think it's a payback time. He also tapped whatever information from the NSA office. He said he has the recordings of the NSA. He tapped the NSA line, and that was the beginning of his incarceration as it is today. So somebody else also tapped his own line too.
Now, and that is not
so
making...
it's tit for tat.
And apart from that, legally, it's not also making the matter. Whoever is doing that is also helping him to also
have a case.
Have a very good case. Because he is saying yes, I tap. And now here again, somebody else is tapping. So
but the government can justify their own tapping because they will say they are arresting him for this and they want him to shut up. So why is he still talking?
No. Is it to shut up? You can't arrest anybody to shut up. You can only keep him away from it.
To politically shut up.
Why did you grant him access to that? He must talk. Even in the detention, is he not talking to people? Are they not said that?
He can even write letters.
And you want to tell me that the entire security apparatus guiding him, they are all one person is not his friend? I hope you know this is a man at some point was a minister, at some point was a governor. And this man, even when they were in offices, also have people they feud in all these offices. They have their loyalty. The governors can feud officers in the army, feud officers in the DSS, feud officers everywhere. You want to tell me there are one or two persons who will not even have soft spot for him to listen to him and again transmit information. There is no secret anywhere in the world. As long as that person is breathing. Have you not heard of that word? There's nothing hidden under the sun. How secret can you keep a human being from? It's not possible.
We also heard the wife yesterday talking to the president, telling the president that my husband helped you to come to power.
She too campaigned.
She too campaigned. I don't know if that video is ready. If it is ready, let's have it. But we already know this, that even the president himself mounted the podium and said he's not going to leave the podium until El-Rufai promised that he's going to work in his cabinet. And he said, I will do. And that was how the deal was signed. What happened along the line is a different matter entirely. It might be something that has never been in the public domain. The reason why a whole idea of he brought bandits to kill us in Kaduna State, he did that's just mere lies. There is more to it than meets there. But let's have the video and listen to what a woman, a wife who is hurting right now is saying to the president. And then we'll come back and ask if this president is really ready to listen to anybody.
The president, personally, I'm talking to the president now. Mr. President, sir, I campaigned for you. I stood up. I went to every nook and cranny of Kaduna State for you. My husband stood by your side. Is this what our family deserves? The ball is in your court, Mr. President. All this can stop if you say the word. I'm believing that you are a father and you know and you can empathize. Please let me know. I'm not asking you to tell them not to prosecute him. I'm just asking you to allow him the basic human right that the Constitution you swore to uphold guaranteed him. Let them give him a bail that he can afford. If he is guilty, let the courts decide. If he is innocent, let the courts decide. Thank you very much.
All right. So that's an emotional one. Appealing for justice. She's not saying they shouldn't prosecute him, but they should even allow his family to see him, and that this whole thing should be speeded up. I don't know if I'm correct.
Well, there's so many sides to these things. There's the empathy side, and sometimes there's no empathy side.
Okay. So let's start from the no empathy side.
Of course, some of these people, when they're empowered, people also fell into their hands and they disobeyed court orders.
Yes.
We came here and said, sometimes I for one,
Karma.
I'm so cold-feeted when I say things like I don't give, I don't move.
They're just political gimmicks too.
Not even gimmicks. you know, Shogore told Malami, the table has turned. When Malami was there, then you are there. So some of these people, when they're in political offices, people were detained unlawfully, people were not granted bail unlawfully. Their house, where was the wife? If you trace the political history of El-Rufai, you will see at some point he has also, you know, find himself in things like this allegedly anyway. So sometimes
he has even demolished people, political opponent houses.
So people should be careful. You see this life.
Now, before we come to the lesson of being careful, will a President Tinubu listen to a crying wife, a crying mother? When the Sultan himself, it was reported allegedly that the Sultan of Sokoto himself went to him sometime in March, paid the president, allegedly, let me use the word allegedly as reported, went to the president in March. That was some days before the conclusion of fasting, and told the president, please release him. And this is July. Nothing has been done. So a president who refused to listen to the Sultan of Sokoto, the leader of Nigerian Muslims, and a very, very strong and influential traditional ruler in Nigeria, will he listen to a woman that is just crying?
He will not listen, and I'll tell you why he will not listen. I told you before that political games are not, you don't look at it from the surface. You know, this is a mafia.
You look at the meat itself.
It's a mafia game. Mafias don't have emotions that you do. What matters is the ends that justify the means. You understand? You know, at this level of sanity, we still have some level of sanity.
When we get into that, there's no sanity. Of course,
there are battlegrounds that you don't have emotions. If you're an emotional person, you don't get to those battlegrounds. You move in there with your whole full heart. Of course, what is there is not for children. So this game is not a game of sentiment when you listen to tears and you get moved by some form of cheap blackmail by emotional. No. People at that level don't play to that kind of gallery. They don't play to that gallery. They play to the game, to the rules. There are principles that are very draconian and strong. Of course, you play it. What matters at the end of the day. If El-Rufai will be fine at the end of the day, he'll be fine. But whatever reason that is keeping him there must be achieved
before he will be fine. All right. So an emotional woman crying, and I'm sure the people in Kaduna State who under his leadership who have also cried,
except for the governor.
Except for the governor. No, the masses in Kaduna State who have also suffered some kind of, maltreatment during his, his tenure, whose houses have been demolished for some roads construction and all of that, and some other forms. Will they be laughing now?
Well, thank God I have relations who fell victim of some of the ills. Let me say he committed during his tenure in Kaduna as a governor. They will at this moment be laughing over the whole thing, seeing this kind of video. His own wife becoming very emotional about the whole thing, how the husband is being unjustly treated. If for this President Tinubu not to listen to
a crying wife,
then of course I don't think he will even listen to anyone, because in the first place you said the emir, the overall chief of a renowned person went to even appeal to him that he should release him. Allegedly, he didn't do anything about it. There's nothing he will do about this wife of El-Rufai becoming very emotional. The people of Kaduna, let me not generalize, the southern Kaduna people who cried because of some of the things that El-Rufai did to them. If you go to Kafanchan now, there's a whole street in Kafanchan town that houses of poor persons were demolished. Money was promised to them to recompensate what the demolition, but up to now nothing has been done. And
houses were demolished in Kafanchan.
No, I'm coming to that.
In Zaria.
I'm coming to that.
His own home city.
His own home city. Even in Kaduna.
That's what I'm telling you, that those ones are not even compensated too. Nobody got
there are so many. The compensations were so many.
And that's why sometimes I say, I don't want to talk about something.
No. When you cry, your own. Somebody is even crying more than you.
I'm coming to that.
Saying that
it's happened in Kaduna, in so many places in Kaduna. This one I'm mentioning of
it's just one out of the
many.
In
Zaria, it's happened, and some of my relations were affected in that same Zaria because we come from my generation. We come from Zaria.
Okay.
To tell you that I'm aware of what happened in Zaria.
What part of Zaria?
There's a village, a part of Zaria that is called Kagoma. That's my own tribe.
Okay.
From history, that's where we.
You migrated from Zaria to
southern Kaduna.
Okay.
Yes, that's why now.
But you can't claim Zaria now.
I can't. Well, because of the crisis that stemmed from Kaduna State, my people have, they don't want to be called Southern Zaria. Okay. They prefer to be called Southern Kaduna
instead of
just because of that.
Okay.
But I'm just mentioning one. For her being very emotional, it's normal. The way, I'm not saying, as people will put it, tooth for tooth, eye for eye, because that's what is playing out right now. Many webs, she's the only one now becoming so emotional because of her
including
husband.
All his family members.
His family members, of course, maybe his other 3 wives and other relations are crying. The same thing happened to those that their houses were demolished in so many parts of
Did the wife beg the husband?
Not to demolish them.
Not to demolish. You know what? One thing with women, when they're enjoying the money, they don't even talk. I'm telling you, they don't talk.
He's an Aquarius. And Aquarius is one of the most emotionally aloof personality in the world. So I don't want to go into some things. They are one of the most emotionally detached human beings in the world.
They don't care about
emotion. They're not emotional. They are crude. When they want to do anything, they do it.
Okay. But let's go to the issue at hand. The issue at hand is politics playing out in real time. The whole idea of an El-Rufai is to see that the APC is dislodged at the center and in Kaduna State. And he said it. He said, I am not even seeing the APC coming third because there's
so he issued a threat.
So he issued a threat. So he said, I am seeing a rerun in 2027, having been in the game since democracy came, the fourth democracy came. He's been a very big player. And we are beginning to see what El-Rufai is even saying. This is July. The whole country is quiet. There's no any politics or political happenings. This didn't happen in 2023. By 2022, the whole place is hot. Everywhere is bubbling. Here we are. How many months to election? Just about 4 or 5 months. And everywhere is quiet. There's nothing like any campaigning or election, even though, according to the INEC timetable, campaigns for the president starts next month in August, and then the governors is September. And the mood is just quiet. Do you think this government really wants an election?
Okay.
Or will an election even happen?
Not everywhere in Nigeria is quiet. The political arena is not quiet. But
have you heard anything?
I'm coming.
You said it's not quiet. Is there anything campaigning?
That's why I said I'm coming. When I make comments, I must explain my comments.
Yes.
So that people will not, because we're on TV. The political environment is not quiet. If it is quiet, we will not be seeing all these issues. We will not be seeing all the litigations flying up and down. We will not be seeing the case of one consultant to do this, or we'll be saying I'm not to leave. So the political space is not quiet. However, the people are totally disconnected from the political space. The electorate is what is the quietness is the people, me and you. We are quiet. But the political space has been busy since February, from the registration of one party to counter the registration to this, to INEC this, to that. So this is the most dramatic political journey I've seen since I became a human being. I've never seen it. The last election we had, we did have all kinds of political somersault and issues everywhere. You know, every week, by week. That's story.
Only among the political class.
Only among the political class.
And the electorate are far disconnected.
So the Nigeria is a V approach now. The electorate is totally cut off and docile and quiet. What is going on? Not for even Shore and maybe very dark man is even trying to let us know. In fact, we're not interested. The electorate is so unconnected, uninterested. I don't know, because one, most of them have been bewitched and bedeviled with poverty, so much so that everybody is now looking for what to even eat first.
Can somebody be bewitched and bedeviled by poverty?
Poverty is
artificially created. So please don't bring the devil here. Because the devil did not ask you to create artificial poverty.
The devil is a spirit and his working tool is a human being. So the first seven, we are all devils and we are all gods. So the devil is a spirit and the working environment is a human being. The devil does not exist in isolation. He uses people. People create this wickedness everywhere. And they create it. And so when people are so hungry that everybody's stomach is not beginning to direct the leg, even direct the senses.
Okay. Can these measures, these crude measures, these unjustified measures, even though in the political space it is justified, can an El-Rufai be gagged? Whether he's in prison, whether he's in detention, whether he's anywhere, can he be gagged from doing what he wants to do, being a political strategist and having his ways and means of doing what he wants to do? And don't forget, in that journey, he has many people who think and work like him. Putting an El-Rufai in detention, maybe even till after 2027 election, will it stop him from what he wants to do?
No.
It will not stop, because for me, El-Rufai is a man that he stands by his words. Even if you put him in a well, he will still be talking from the well. Yes.
And he will send his message.
A human being completely. The only thing that can guide a human being is death. Is death. Because these things work like the way cartels work. Cartels are in the hospital. We have doctors who are members of a cartel. Cartels are in the judiciary. Cartels are everywhere. So, and cartels, some of them are so unassuming. Even in your P&B, you might even have a cartel you don't know. And when they have like minds, they even talk with sign languages. Do you understand? And I caught like this, understand what he's saying. So it's not going to be totally 100%. And that is why even when he was kept in detention, in that custody that is being kept, there must be one person that likes him. That will say, when you see so, when you go home, because they close and go home.
Yes, close and go home, yes. And the person must go home.
The officer that is guiding me closes from work and goes home.
Yes.
And when he gets there, he can even speak in a very strong, for example,
the officer might be somebody that El-Rufai is even instrumental for him getting the job.
I just said it now.
Yes.
So these things is not something.
Because an El-Rufai said the EFCC itself started in his office. He gave them space. They don't even have a penny. They don't even have a chair.
Who knows how many people he has even employed in that EFCC?
Yes.
And you want to gag him in that kind of place. When you think one person will not come and say, Malam, any message, you will deliver and say.
He doesn't even need to say that.
They will even use code languages.
And he will do what he wants.
He will not want to close from work.
Yes.
Want to go to mosque, he will not go and deliver, say, Malam say I should tell you A, B, C, D. So let's not go there. The only thing you can do to gag that person, you either lock him in a dungeon and still seal his mouth.
Even at that, something will happen.
Even at that, somebody will
food. He has to eat and drink.
Even in the dungeon, people, you must bring food for him now, because you don't want him to be there.
Food, you only must say, my son, please, when you get out there, tell this, tell my wife this. You can't close this
mouth. The mouth must be open. Now, for the reason for the government that is keeping him behind, the scene, have they not succeeded in making him more popular than he was, and more sympathy from the people themselves?
Is it in both ways? Some point, no. As to an extent, yes. Because there are a lot of people who don't like El-Rufai. A lot of, especially, sorry to say, Christians. Because of the unfounded information surrounding his leadership as the governor of Kaduna State. I was on the street when the Abuja
A lot of Christians in Kaduna.
Yeah, not even, I'm coming, let me tell you my first-hand encounter, live encounter. I was on the street when the Abuja Post campaign were ongoing. And I was trying to, I was monitoring what was happening. Somebody was trying to share the ADC AMAC area council candidates. And the man said, I will not vote because of El-Rufai is in this ADC. And I said, why? He said, I think he's from, I'm from Kaduna. I know what he does. And if you see him talk, you know he's a Southern Kaduna man. The bitterness is there. So, although I don't have any first-hand information.
But he made a lot of Christian millionaires too.
I'm coming.
You told us one here.
No, I mean, I'm talking of Abuja. That was when he was minister.
Yeah, but I'm also saying, the same Southern, no, hold on. The same Southern Kadunas are also crying today.
That's what I'm telling you, that my own first hand on the street experience, for the sake of for those.
Yes, people will always hate you.
So there is this perception. That's why I said I don't have first hand information. But what I saw on the street is what I'm saying.
One man telling you because of what he does.
And I said, I was curious. So I walked up there and said, why did you? And I started talking. I said, this is what I think happened in Nyanya. When we went for campaigns, when I followed up the campaigns. So what am I trying to say? There are those also who liked him, because I remember El-Rufai saying, I don't need to go to the southeast to campaign. That I've made a lot of millionaires from the southeast.
And they know me very well.
And they know me very well. So these are two different. That's why I say both ways.
Yes. Now coming to
however,
Kaduna
you cannot conclusively, you cannot please everybody, no matter how hard you try.
Yes. And again, even in the same Kaduna state as we speak today, somebody went for your burial from this office.
Yes.
And she came back and told me the perception of people of this same, the current governor of Kaduna state. In fact, I don't want to say the things that she told me about, but people are also raining courses right now. Is it true? Yes or no?
Very true. I was happy. Well, I was so busy, but I was happy she did her findings and heard some of the things people are saying.
Yes, she was there for 2 reasons.
So I'm happy that she heard some of the comments people are making about the sitting governor of Kaduna State. Let me go back a little bit to the El-Rufai. You made mention of people not, especially in Southern Kaduna, not liking the El-Rufai. Yes, of course. In a position like this, for someone to be, people will say one thing, or you have those that will go with what you are doing and those that will not completely. In Kaduna State, allegedly, some years back, especially in the Southern Kaduna, there was this rumor. Well, they said, allegedly it was a comment that El-Rufai made that the Southern Kaduna people didn't vote him in. So he will not do with them.
No, he said it now.
Yes. No, that's what I'm putting allegedly.
No, he said it. He even said it that he's going to take a Muslim from Southern Kaduna because you don't. These are things in channels. He was in channels. I watched that because they asked him in channels, why are you not looking at inclusiveness and the sensitivity of the people? And he said 7 local governments out of 33. What votes? They can't produce a governor. They can't even produce a deputy governor.
So you can answer what I'm saying.
So let
me model himself in all this political model.
That's normal now.
No. Now that the wife is crying. I'm trying to say, see, that's why I say sometimes I'm very
please allow me to learn. Let me end what I want to say here.
Go ahead. In office, as a leader, you are a leader for all, whether they vote you or not.
You see, that was for me.
You're a leader for all.
For me, I'm happy you watched that.
Let me conclude. He said it there. He said he's going to pick, because that was when he picked the deputy governor who is from your place and she's a Muslim. And he said he will pick her and nothing will happen and the vote will come. And he picked her and the votes came. Even though those people who didn't vote for him, the vote still happened. You see, it's just like somebody in Borno State today and somebody is saying Southern Borno will not vote for, the whoever is the governor. The person will just laugh. 9 out of 27. He will just laugh. No, hold on. Let me just laugh. I'm just talking about political calculations. And if you feel that you have political...
It's not a political calculation. It's not a political calculation.
Hold on. Let me laugh.
Those are very arrogant statements from our leaders.
I'm not arrogant.
Wait, I'm coming.
Because
they have their way. And now somebody can also say, hey, you'll be there until I win and nothing will happen.
That's what is happening.
Stop doing this karma thing. People should
I will come to the lessons. Because if
lessons should be learned.
If somebody in Borno is saying that Southern Borno with 9 local governments is not going to vote for you and you will not become a governor, the person is lying. Because 27 minus 9 is 18. So the 2/3 has already been gone. You don't even have the population. Even the 2/3 has already gone. So I'm just saying that politicians are very arrogant when they want to do their things and they know where the figures are.
So when they are
no matter how you are talking to a politician, he doesn't understand your sentiments. He doesn't understand your feelings. What he understands is the figures. If your figures are going to take him somewhere, then he's good with you. If your figures are not taking him anywhere, then he doesn't care about you. But I'm saying that even in Kaduna today, even the Christians in Kaduna, there are people who liked him. Don't forget your deputy governor that the late, what's his name? I've forgotten. That became his deputy governor.
Governor Yakoa.
Yeah, not Yakoa. The other one that was his deputy.
Which of them?
He became a senator.
Oh, I've forgotten.
Yes, he took a lot of fire because of El-Rufai, and he said he's a diehard of El-Rufai till the very end.
So what let me just conclude what I want to say.
Yeah.
Yes, of course, we have admitted the fact that he did make such a statement that he will not. Southern Kaduna people didn't vote him in. They didn't vote him in. Yes, people knew that. But again, along the line, something changed. He used a form of transformation to win the hearts of Southern Kaduna people.
How?
By the construction of roads that we all have. Up till now, people are still talking about El-Rufai with the way he has so transformed Kaduna State, even some parts that never had lights. It was during this time people started having electricity in some villages and road networks where they could bring their farm produce to the main markets where they were selling on normal days. Like in my side where we have a very big market day on Wednesday, and in Kwai we have on Fridays, where people from all neighboring villages bring their whatever farm produce to sell. That he did. So for me, I want to say here that yes, two-way coin. People may go with you. Another part will not go with you. So
and they have the right.
Yes, they have the right to. They have the right to.
Okay.
At that moment, when he said it, it was really tough on the people of Southern Kaduna, and some, of course, still live with that. Okay, since he didn't do with us, even the deputy now, Hadiza. People are not even, most women from Southern Kaduna are not even happy with what she's doing. In fact, they will even tell you she's not doing anything. She shouldn't have been put there. She was the wrong person to be there.
But the deputy governor is just a spare tire. I hope in Nigeria they don't have what to do.
My
but as we wind up, we have to really wind down. Let me just ask you this last question as we wind down. Now there's a tit for tat. You tap our communication, we tap your communication. Will he be more careful?
In fact, if you ask me at this point, this El-Rufai matter, in fact, and these political happenings, for one, I don't even enjoy talking about it that much because in that environment, they are all, sometimes they can be allegedly very wicked.
But these are trending topics, and we're here to discuss trending topics.
Yes, I'm coming.
So we can't do away with that.
For that, what you said is that government have the right to tap their own conversation, but he doesn't have the right to tap
their own.
No, not even their own. He tapped an individual's conversation, not government.
NSA conversation.
He tapped his friend.
He didn't tap it as his friend. He tapped him as the NSA.
Oh, yeah, well.
Yeah. He tapped it as the NSA, not as his friend.
Excuse me, they were friends for many years.
But he's the NSA.
Thank you very much. If you look at
and that phone is government phone.
Nobody has come out to say which particular line. Is it 081322? Nobody has come
It's to the NSA. The NSA can have 100 lines, but they are his own.
Whatever it is, the way you look at issues, if you have 35 years relationship with somebody, the law is blind. The law does not look at issues direct like that. They also weigh that history. So if somebody saying in parentheses, in particular client, he can say, okay, this man in Queensland has been my friend for 35 years. So I have his line. Now, what changed is that first he was my friend before he became NSA. Just like I know you tomorrow.
When he started UFCC, I gave him office space.
So what are we saying? Tomorrow I'm not in P&B and I have your number, and of course we're still like tomorrow. And I say, what did you? Was I not in P&B before? So what are we saying? So these are things we should not go there. There are different angles and approach to this matter. My only concern in matters like this sometimes is that everybody should understand the table. The story of the table.
How it turns.
How it turns. Because if you see, so we can come here and some of us can sound very nice. But when we begin to dig at some of these things, I am careful when I hear stories like this. What it reminds me is, okay, when your turn reach, be careful. Because what goes around,
do politician understands karma and table turning around?
Because this woman that is crying, I'm sure people cried when their houses were demolished. Okay, compensate me. I'm sure people died out of heart attack.
Died.
And they pleaded for at least 2 million naira to even have another life. Maybe they did not, you're not answered. And not, so please, I don't want to go into something. Now you are crying. Madam, I sympathize with you. However, you should understand that these things are lessons that we should learn. I am coming from both certain beliefs that I have as a person. Because when I told you that when karma will come, it will come when you have forgotten. And then when people start talking about it, they'll start looking at it from the immediate reaction. Most Nigerians are too quick to forget. When Anthony Zeribe was about to die, let's not go there. Some of these people, my point is, please, as you journey towards life in power, always remember that power is transcendent. God gives you and God takes. So when it is your turn, do the necessary thing, and then mind you that one day you will not learn. We have people who have been incumbent and they behave as if they are one demigod. And when they not leave and somebody else start lock them up, everybody will start shouting, hey,
I'll be looking at the emotional
aspect. I don't look at emotional aspect, I look all around.
Okay.
I want to say here that for women that are watching us talk this topic or comment on this, we should please try as much as we can to be advising our husbands, especially women whose husbands are into politics. When our husbands are taking some serious decisions that will negatively affect people, we should be there to please advise them.
Do political husbands consult their wives when it comes to political decisions?
No, I'm only saying that they know when they're enjoying the money.
When political manner comes,
do they consult their wives when they're taking political?
Even when they don't consult, but if they see things happening, they should come in.
How will you know?
Like this one now, like this one, she's a barrister. She of course knew. She knew. She was too close to him. She's too close to him. So even when she was doing all this demolition, she knew. She was in Kaduna, she knew that things were happening and women were affected. Even if their husbands were the ones affected, they were affected too in their various...
If the demolition was for genuine cause, I quite agree. But there's such a thing called compensation. If they were not compensated, even after so many cries and a lot of people died as a result of that happening.
Finally, today El-Rufai is behind the scene. Let's paint a scenario that another party wins in 2027. And another person is giving the same treatment that El-Rufai is giving now. Because 4 years is just like tomorrow. 4 years from now, it's like tomorrow. I'm going to see a repeat of this game. If another party eventually wins the 2027 election, are they also going to take a figurehead of the APC and put him behind the scene?
Very well.
Okay, if not worse.
We have seen it is a
routine.
It happens in Buhari time. It happens in Obasanjo time. It happens, all of them. They do it.
Okay.
And
it's not going to stop.
And I'm trying to tell them to change it. We know.
So it's a series.
Just look for one name and then hang it on a dog and say one thing. Don't you have people roaming up and down with all kinds of witty crime everywhere, allegedly? And then see, I beg, it's just the more you see, the less you understand. My prayer is that God just help us in this country. That's all I can say. But sometimes, to an extent, to a large extent, I'm careful in the way I analyze issues like this. I'm not sentimental about it. I'm not even emotional about it because I only pick lessons. That's my own side. Lessons. What are the lessons to be learned? Ken, when it's your turn, what do you do?
And you won't be politically drunk.
Drunk.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll go on a short break, and when we come back, we go straight to our second topic and find out who is changing parties at this time. Even though politicians are vultures. Somebody said they are vultures. They are always fetching and flying to every direction. But let's find out who is flying away when we come back after the break.
Imagine having the power of television, movies, news, and entertainment right in your pocket. Welcome to Free TV App, Nigeria's all-in-one digital TV experience. With Free TV App, you get access to over 100 live TV channels, breaking news, sports, movies, kids shows, and more. All from a single mobile app. No decoder stress, no complicated setup, just download, open, and start watching. Free TV is television reimagined for the digital age. To get started, simply search Free TV on the Google Play Store or Free TV NG on the Apple App Store, or scan the QR code on your screen. Once installed, register in seconds using your phone number, email, WhatsApp, Google ID, or Apple ID. Secure OTP verification ensures safe and seamless access. Inside the app, explore content directly from the home screen or navigate easily using the various tabs. The Live TV section gives you access to over 100 licensed channels, complete with an electronic program guide, EPG, pause, rewind, and catch-up features. The Video On Demand library offers up to 500 hours of curated content, including Nollywood movies, drama series, documentaries, kids and educational programs. You can resume playback, save favorites, and download content to watch offline. The News tab delivers real-time updates across breaking news, sports, entertainment, technology, and pop culture, all in one place. Free TV is more than an app. It's a digital revolution in broadcasting. Download the Free TV app today.
Imagine see television, movies, news, and entertainment dey your pocket, just like that. Welcome to Free TV app. Now the #1 digital TV app for Nigeria. Free TV app get over 100 live TV channels, breaking news, sports, Nollywood movies, small pikin shows, and plenty more inside one app. No decoder wahala, no plenty setup. Just download, open, begin the watch. To get the app, just search Free TV for Google Play Store or Free TV.English for Apple App Store, or scan the QR code for your screen. Registration will take you seconds. You fit use phone number, email, WhatsApp, Google, or Apple ID. OTP even dey, so make your account stay safe. For inside the app, the Live TV section get over 100 licensed channels with program guide, pause, rewind, and catch up. Free TV no be ordinary app. Na digital revolution. Download Free TV today.
Tired of the snow? 388-7277. Free TV. Digital TV for free. Brought to you by NBC. You don't tire for this picture? Oh yeah, make you follow Unorodo. Nigeria don't go digital with Free TV. Over 100 channels they wait you. Sport, news, and better entertainment for your own language. No matter where you dey, whether for city or whether for village, the satellite signal they reach every corner of Nigeria from day one. No monthly payment again. Once you get a free.
Okay, that's if actually this is true. This is a report in the media. If it is true, where will Peter Obi start looking for a vice president at this time? Now, don't forget, the deadline for submission of names is 11th, and that is tomorrow, if I get that correct, the 11th of July. That's if INEC, is it next month? Is it August?
Next tomorrow.
It's not next tomorrow. Okay, next tomorrow, 11th, yes. So on a Saturday. So that is the deadline for all candidate names and position to be submitted to INEC. Now, if this is true, and Ponkoso decides to pinch his tent with the PRP, the People Redemption Party, what happens to the NDC? So, NDC people, what happens to you?
I'm not NDC, I'm a journalist, so that people will not say I'm an NDC person.
You have sympathy for NDC?
No.
Okay.
I'm a journalist professionally, we are not
allowed.
I'm a member of the NUJ, so I don't do that. It's against our ethics to do that. However,
but you are obedient to movement?
No.
Okay.
That's what I'm saying. You are still making it worse.
Okay.
I'm not. Please, I'm on TV.
Okay.
To stay the record straight, I'm not, so that people will not. I only can also say things the way they are, regardless of who you are. And that is how I'm wired as a person. I say it and I leave it, then I move on. You don't like me? For the issue of Kwankwaso, well, this issue has been ongoing. At some point, it said that party, what they call it, there's this sharing formula in Kano State where there was an existing agreement of 60-40. And after the whole thing, after the merger of the OK movement, it was exceeding the already laid down what they call it, agreement. And there are those, because an NDC is a conglomerate or coming together of so many parties put together. Of course, if that happens, as Mrs. Prophecy is genuine. If I was to be, I used to tell my wife, there are the decisions that if you want to take as a man, you look at your children, look at your wife, look at your mother before you take them. But a single man will not do that. He doesn't have anybody to look around to take it himself. So that is the difference. So Uncle should look at the prophecy. Bible should look at those behind him. What will Nigerians say about him? There are those who say politicians don't give a damn. They don't care. They just do their thing. It's all about their interest. But if he does that down, that would, for me, must move on.
Talking
because
about
that,
yeah,
probably was not the only option on ground. Probably was the only one that was picked. Let's not forget. These are players. There are some candidates that might also want to be, show interest. Or you never can tell if at the end of the NDC and the ADC may align together to champion a common cause. So
okay. Talking about marriage, Felicia, talking about marriage, isn't this marriage faulty in the first place?
This political marriage?
Yes, isn't it faulty? And Obi and Okonkwo, isn't it faulty in the first place?
It's faulty because when two parties are not... The
reason why I asked about how faulty it's because these are two strong men. Two very arrogant politicians. Two very strong politicians who command respect in their domain. Coming together because if there's in the local palace, they say a president must always speak a moo for him to survive his political terrain. But if you pick somebody that is strong as you, then you don't expect him to be a moo.
At all. He will never be. Two persons with such personalities will never all go well.
Political heavyweights.
Yes, they will never all go well. As he was talking, I was just recalling what's in the news yesterday of Peter Obi himself expressing his fears of living. He's not so comfortable with some of the happenings surrounding him with regards to all these the challenges he's been faced with and all that. People are at him. He's trying to resign and all. I was not so comfortable. I was just asking myself, why now?
Did he say he will resign?
No, I mean that he was just expressing his fears.
He said he might be killed.
He might be killed. Yes, he might be. I didn't want to use the word kill, but he said it. So I was just asking why now? And here we are again, faced with this son staring at us. Reportedly, the Kwankwo so dumping NDC for new party. So I'm just
let's even assume that it's a lie. That somebody somewhere is just engineering this to further release another series.
I'm even saying it. I even said it's just it could be a way of trying to fuel speculations again, so that we'll have something to talk about. Peter will be saying that yesterday, then himself coming out now with this one. So it could be speculation of someone behind the scene trying to bring up something.
No, he didn't actually say that he's leaving. There's no clear place or anywhere where he came out to say he's leaving.
Who?
Kwankwo. It's just, if you look at the statement, it was just
because of the crisis, and they can't even resolve the crisis at the state level.
Adc has tried, but then again, let's go back to the main issue that led to the crisis. A lot of blames are pointing towards Kwankwo, because you had an agreement before the merger. So why are you not sticking to the books?
So if you have 60, why do you want...
It plays out. And there are people who are melancholic in nature. There are people who cannot look at you and say, is this thing red? They are seeing it and say, and I get irritated when I see people like that. If you ask me, even with gunpoint, is it red? I will tell it's red. Shoot. I respect people like that. I don't like so there are people like that. And when I see them, I'm careful. Because such people can cause problems for you. I used to tell one of my friends, I say, I can't take your time to court. There are people that will brag and tell you, when you say, oh yeah, come and be a witness in court that you are dead, they will not come. They won't pick your calls. So,
but politicians are wired like that now. So it's a
normal if somebody calls a politician in Nigeria, then it's a bad tag.
But you know, and I know, that politicians are wired like that. They are not people that are straightforward.
I know.
Even normal Nigeria, including me and you, might also not be straightforward in some areas.
No,
because we are human beings. No. You see, sometimes you can only tell yourself, I am blunt, until your loyalty is tested.
No, straightforwardness in this context is...
What I'm saying is that there's an agreement here. An agreement of a 60-40 or 70-30.
Were there people in that agreement?
I don't know. What I'm saying that if he's not fulfilling that agreement or is going against that agreement now, it is a normal thing. As far as politicians are concerned, it is normal. I have control in my state and I want to take everything. You can't come. We don't know the back discussion. That was why I asked the question. Is it a faulty marriage in the first place? A Kwankwaso, as far as he's concerned, he has 100% grip of Kanu. He will tell you that. Even though when the numbers are out, it's a different ballgame. But he will tell you, as far as Kanu is concerned, he has 100% grip. Now you are coming to negotiate with the Kwankwaso and telling him to take 60 and 40. He will not, even if he agreed in principle, he will not agree at the end of the day.
Now you don't understand where I'm going to. I actually tell you to learn, and I need you to also allow me to learn. Why would I go into an agreement, hook, line, and sinker, and then halfway, and I will begin to twist myself? Now you will say politics. However, the same
thing in politics is normal.
I'm going to let you now. Wait, allow me learn, or else you want to talk about it, I'll leave you. Now, if you do that, and then somebody is coming to render a prophecy to say that you are like this and you are filing a suit.
Are we believing a prophecy?
I'm coming. Whether you believe it or not, we said that El-Rufai made a comment that there will likely be a run, and the resemblance is showing. A prophet Ayodele like came and said,
there's going to be a betrayer,
and you got angry. Another person came and said, "Oh, three notable people have made comments in respect to the person." So now, what am I trying to say? If I'm using myself as Ken, there are certain things you do for posterity. There are certain things you do because that's why I use the example of you have a married man. That's the decision I would love to take. The one I look at.
The married man who saw his children and his wife and decided to be a kidnapper or a bandit.
That's what I'm telling you now.
Did he think about his children and his wife?
Exactly my point.
That's what I'm saying. So not everybody thinks.
You should not cry for, but what in the area of being straightforward, I'm saying, if I'm here today and Madam Medina is wearing this maroon red color on the 9th of July, and somebody is coming to tell me that what she wore is white.
That is you, Mr. Ken, who is not a politician. Or he's not playing active politics. If you are playing active politics, you will say she's wearing blue. And then you can go to court and spend 20 years dragging that case.
I don't do that.
No, that's damn wicked. That means you are not ready to play Nigerian mainstream politics. But the issue here is now, some people, the Prophet Ayodele said it's a betrayer. The strategists are also seeing how they can weaken these political parties. And we are seeing the game everywhere. Just a couple of days back, we did hear that President Jonathan is being given allegedly, let me use my word, allegedly 500 billion to try and, scatter the vote that is coming. The same yesterday, Kwankwaso is saying, another report, Kwankwaso might dump the NDC. So many strategic happening around. So it is expected that people are seeing, because don't forget, Peter Obi got a lot of votes, 6-point-something million. It's not a joke for one man who didn't bring out shishi, and he got that vote. And everybody will see him as a threat. Everybody will see him as a threat. So I'm saying that he made a big mistake. As far as I'm concerned, he made a big mistake by entering into marriage with Kwankwaso. Because he should have looked for somebody else that will not give him the headache that he's getting today.
Well, maybe by the end of today or before the week runs out.
Yes, we will know if it is true or not. So let us not cry more than be bereaved.
Because Kwankwaso has not also come to say.
Yes.
The first time the statement was made against Kwankwaso, he refuted them. But if he doesn't refute this one, and it turns out to become true or not, I always tell people, have a stable personality. Have a stable personality. Because a person without a stable personality is like a gossiper. A gossiper is one person that you are enjoying the gossip you are doing. Somebody, but the person you are gossiping to also measuring you will not trust you. Like one of the spokespersons we are seeing today. Even though you'll be hired. Do you know when you tune the television, the radio, every newspaper, Do you know this information influences your mental health?
Yes.
You're right.
The fact that I cannot kick my car and go to my father's village like the way I used to do 15 years ago. 15 years ago, I go to Lagos as if I'm going to Rwanda. I will call you on the phone at Ade Road and I come back from Lagos. And in 9 hours on the dot, you see me at Lokogoma with a Corolla car. I can't do it now.
I want to talk, and the person that is sitting close to me is not talking. Everybody behaves like 2 pieces of granite. So I am praying that my journey ends and I will leave. No, I'll be depressed because I'll turn left, right, and
of course, I've flown so many.
Yeah, because I want to
your heart is just, oh, let me just land. This
and
crash.
leave.
But in the journey, you can park in local jar, chop bole,
not
chop
bole.
this.
There is this kose
jam
and fish. Yes, you are gisting and you are laughing and you are luxurious now. One, it's expensive on its own. The roads are bad and the kidnappers are waiting for you. It's unfortunate how we found ourselves where we are.
The worst is the third one.
The worst is the third one, so that somebody doesn't take it into the bush and make you to talk. Sure, you know how to talk. Come and present voices here.
I don't give you phone.
They'll give you phone. Yes.
Okay.
I don't know. This excitement. I don't know why they are taking this basic excitement away from us. It's just unfortunate.
I told somebody, just imagine a train station.
Who will certainly mend the whole thing. And who is that person? I think they should all fall back to this will finally fall back to Baba Obasanjo, the father of all politicians.
He's the one that put them
together.
Yes,
if he's listening
to us, he's the one that put them together.
Yes, of course, he was the one. So I think he should come in here and settle the fight.
Yes, who will mend them? She's
We're already
because Obasanjo was the one who brought them together in the first place.
The media is also doing that too.
We too are happy.
Of course, when you voice it out, for now, because it's at the level of intentions, and sometimes one of the ways to douse that intention is when you begin to voice it out. You know, sometimes when you're planning to do something, somebody started talking about it, you withdraw from taking that action because you're like, wow, this thing I never even do.
People don't they talk about this ones with their big mouth.
Yeah, so for those, what will people say about me? Of course, the points we're raising, how we are going to also give credence to the prophecy of 1 or 2 persons against him. If he, like you said, if he has,
that will be extended.
Excuse me, not even extended. Have you not heard what is flying on air that there's likely not going to be an election?
Yes, we heard that.
So if I strangulate you the election,
okay.
So that's why I say leave me to talk.
Am I holding you?
No, you muscle me a lot. You do.
I'm not seeing you when you go out of line. I'm trying to pick you back.
No, not lying.
So